Goeiemôre julle. Ons kuier lekker hier in ons studio in die Palm Lifestyle Center in St Helenabay en by my sit Stoan vandag en hy is die voorsitter van die St Helenabay Sakekamer. Nou ek en Stoan kom nou al so 2 jaar saam met die Afrikaans en Engels. Ek is Afrikaans, hy is Engels en ons kuier lekker saam al. Ons verstaan mekaar, maar ons praat nie so met mekaar sit dan nie. Hi Stoan.
Hallo.
Welkom weer hier by my. Ja, ons kuier lekker, né?
Indeed. Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Altyd. Ek wil hê jy moet graag met ons kykers vandag gesels oor St Helenabay Sakekamer. En ek weet ons het nou al gesels en hy het 'n mond vol om vir ons te vertel, so ek gaan dadelik stil bly.
Okay, cool.
Dis nie baie keer wat jy 'n vrou sê sy gaan stil bly.
Exactly.
Nou ja, laat ek stil bly.
I'll take my chance. Thank you. Okay, so in simple terms, so just a bit of history about the chamber. It's a fairly recent chamber. We consider it still a fledgling because it was founded in late 2024, and it's been around for that period. And we only had our first proper annual general meeting in about a year ago, where the current board was elected, and where we really started putting structures into place. To have a fully functional chamber. So the year of 2025 up to around now has been to put structures in place, systems and procedures and that kind of stuff. We adopted a new constitution at the AGM and so forth so that we have a structure and a base to build from. So that's the brief history of the chamber. And then the chamber has 3 main functions. The one is to support business. And one of the things that we do to support business is we have regular networking events where businesses come, chamber member businesses as well as non-member businesses can also attend. And you can talk about your business, you can promote yourself, you can bring your marketing material, business cards and so forth and mix in, have a mingle with the people and have a conversation. And so it's to support business, that's the first function. The second is to grow the economy and grow business. So it's to find initiatives, and we are slowly getting more and more connected to various parties in local government, in provincial government, and now we've just joined a tourism conversation with national government as well. That's early stages, but the conversation is open. Yes. And so we're having conversations around that as well. So it's to grow the economy and grow business. And then to be involved in the community, because we can't function in isolation of the community. We have to participate in community. We have to help business function inside the community, but also contribute to community. We can't just take. Right. So that's the essence of it. Yeah. And then we get the question a lot: what does the business chamber do for me? And if you pay attention for a little bit, you realize how much work is actually being done. And bear in mind that all of us are volunteers. We don't get paid for doing this. And we don't do it for a pat on the back. We do it because we really want to participate. And I always say there are 3 reasons why somebody would serve on a board like this. The one is they like the authority. 2 is they like to influence policy. And 3 is they want to serve. And so most of us are there because we want to serve and serve the community. And so there are various things that we do, various initiatives, excuse me. So there are various things, various initiatives that we're involved in. We're part of a larger organization called the SBI, which is the Small Business Institute. We meet with them once a month. There are chambers from across the country that are actually involved in the SBI, from Hermanus as far as Northwest Province, Mpumalanga. Various chambers that meet once a month, and we have a conversation about challenges and opportunities and that kind of thing. And so via them, we are getting more and more connected to opportunities. Another thing that's happened is that we have joined forces through a memorandum of understanding with the other chambers in the region. That's Veldrif, Weskus, and Langebaan, to grow opportunity and to collaborate more, which is also very important because the towns can't function in isolation of one another. We need to collaborate and also have a voice towards local government, provincial government, and even national government. So, and then there are various other initiatives. One thing that we just started, we announced a while ago, and we are getting it off the ground as we speak, is an initiative by us called the Solution Table. And the Solution Table is a direct action. So what we plan to do there is a business that has a problem. It can be an HR problem, it can be a marketing problem, whatever, some conundrum. Can reach out to the Solution Table and say, I have a situation, and then we draw from the business community and we have an informal sit down. And then we put our heads together and go, have you tried this, or have you ever thought of this, etc. So that's a real action that we intend to take to assist businesses with whatever dilemmas they have. It could also be, bumping your head against bureaucracy at the municipality. And somebody else could have had the experience to say, well, this is the right person to speak to. And we've also started reaching into the local municipality with conversations we've had about certain things that we want for the town. And we've had some success there. There's been a change of leadership, obviously, that everybody's aware of. And so that has slowed down a little bit, but we will continue to pursue the opportunities and the relationships.
Ja, want vir ons wat in St Helenabay bly, is die groei en die struktuur van die dorp baie belangrik. En daarom is dit belangrik vir ons om deel te wees van die sakekamer en dit wat hulle doen. Wat moet ons doen om deel te word van die sakekamer?
So, I'm going to answer that question in two parts.
Okay.
The first is, it's a simple application, right? It's online on our website, shbbc.co.za, and it's on the website. It's a very simple procedure. However, you're only a member once you've paid your membership fee. All right, the membership fee, I know you're going to ask me that next. The membership fee is 1,200 Rand a year or 125 Rand a month, depending on how you prefer to pay. So if you pay annually, it's slightly cheaper. And so it's that simple to actually join and become a member. And then your primary member attends the networking events free of charge. You don't pay to attend. And which brings me to the second part of the question. So, and I always say this every time I speak at one of the networking events, I say that the chamber is yours, belongs to the business. We as the board are only custodians of that. We just look after your affairs. We are not the chamber. So the chamber belongs to everyone. There's a suggestion box on the website. And if you have a query or a question or a suggestion or something, use it, right? The chamber really belongs to all the businesses of the town. And I want to get to a place where even the tannie that bakes pies behind the church in her kitchen, right, is involved and exposed, because that's how the economy grows and that's how everybody benefits from it. And there's room for everyone at the table. And what we've also done is the website has a wonderful new business directory. Any business can add themselves to the directory, not just members. Members get better exposure because their phone numbers and contact details and so forth are on there. But we want to grow this business directory to be a place where if you look for something, that's the place you'll go to go find the business. So we've launched that, and we're in the process of now adding businesses and growing that.
Fantasties, want ons almal het besigheid nodig. En as ons in die regte mense se geselskap is, kan ons groei.
Indeed.
En daar's nie 'n beter platform as die sakekamer.
Yes. And the one thing that stands out with every networking event, and it's always my favorite moment, business growth is about networking. It's about meeting people, shaking hands, and understanding what somebody does. And we normally, the structure of these networking events are normally, it's a dinner, and then we pass the microphone around and every business gets an opportunity to speak about themselves. Okay. But when that is all over, my favorite part of it is just to watch the room and to see how it's buzzing with people speaking to one another. Yeah. And those are connections being made live. And that is always my favorite part of a networking event, is just that buzz where people speak. And they stay for hours to speak about all kinds of things in their business and so forth. And that's always my favorite part. I love that happening.
Stoan, baie dankie dat jy op so 'n kort kennisgewing met ons kon gesels het en vir ons 'n bietjie ingelig het wat aangaan in St Helenabay. Hoekom moet ons deel wees van die sakekamer? Ek glo vir my jy gaan daai aansoek kry van ons kant af, hoor?
Thank you very much and thank you for having me.
Dankie. Ek hoop julle gaan ook aansoek doen om deel van die sakekamer te wees. Laat ons daai etes kan saam geniet en saam gesels, want ons almal is like-minded people. Ons wil besigheid hê, ons wil groei in ons dorp en ons wil vooruit gaan.
I also want to thank you for everything you do for the town. Really appreciate how you're putting people on the map.
Thank you, Stan. It's people like you that make this possible.
Thank you.
Mooi loop julle.